I know we all love these open marriage find out season posts, and I have one. This was from 2.5 weeks ago, but it's new to us. He says, first experience left me upset. Is this normal and does it go away? He says, my wife and I decided we would be open to experience new people and grow closer in the process. We set ground rules for seeing other people individually and giving each other space when we brought them home. Last night it happened. She brought a guy home and they made love all night downstairs. I could hear it and it wrecked me. Even though I was intellectually on board and all the rules were followed, it left me upset that another man can have that experience and give her pleasure like that. She tells me that for her, sex is transactional and physical, separated from love and relationship. For me, I'm realizing that sex is an expression of love and affection. I'm finding that in reality, it is much easier for her to find guys than for me to find women. We are both attractive, but the playing field is uneven. I think it's an incompatibility of values and desires. Is this common? Any solutions you can offer from your experience? Does it get better? These men who think that they are about to be swimming in women, hey, that rhymes, swimming in women, are delusional because the patriarchy has told them that they age like fine wine and that all of these, that there's a girl turning 18 every day. And they really think that they are just going to have all of this and that women just lose value over time and that no one wants them and that aging means that no one will find them desirable. They have really bought into it. So this man doesn't seem to have contempt for his wife, but still he still didn't know and understand that women can actually pull men more. We just choose not to. Opening up your relationship is not good for the dude. I don't know how many of these open marriages posts we need, but we're going to keep reading them because obviously they're going to keep doing them. So, current chart said, when I was in the same situation, we decided it's better to not be in the same place at the same time. And then the OP says, thanks for that. I think that would be a good idea. Current chart at the bottom says, if it's any consolation, it will get better over time. But the one thing I never did with my wife at the time was I never asked how the other guy made her feel. And of course, no jealousy. I just found my own girlfriend, and it works out in the end as long as both of you are on the same page. At the beginning of this, that very first part, my wife and I decided we would be open to experience new people and grow closer in the process. How do you grow closer in the process of letting someone else bang your spouse? How is that? What is this world? Medical standard says most guys will never compete with a woman's volume unless they have a pre existing large number of hookups that they can go back to when opening up a marriage. I thought that was common knowledge. The OP says, I expected that there would be a volume difference. However, when you live in real life, it smacks you in the face. Yes, he has to come out of the Lulu land. Medical Standard responds with, that's the way it works. I just watched a swingers documentary with Lisa Ling. There's an older couple in it, and I've certainly seen hotter women than the one showed in the video. But that woman could put herself out there and still pull a different guy every night if she wanted to. It's just the nature of men and women when it comes to sex. It's one of the many advantages they have over us, as we have many over them in other areas. Any security says, OP, can you explain how you will both become closer in this process? Have you had a chance to connect with someone? What was your experience like? And the OP says, great question. We've had several swinger experiences, which were together with another girl or couple. I do feel they brought us closer as shared experiences we've lived through, things you can laugh about and compare notes. I'm finding it hard to see how an open relationship brings a couple closer. Right now, it feels like it only risks pushing us apart. Perhaps if I can change my mindset to being happy for her, that she is enjoying herself and vice versa, it will benefit the relationship. I have my first date with another lady this week. My wife says she's happy with me. For me. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll certainly see how it goes. He's having a date, and we'll see how this works out. Um, I don't see these open marriage posts really having a happy ending. These, especially when they were closed in the beginning and then they opened them up versus just being polyamorous from the beginning. But you guys weigh in. Let me know what you think about this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. I was tagged in this post, and I think that it has a lot of good things to pull out and discuss. This was posted in the True Off My Chest subreddit. She says, I feel like my husband only wants me for sex and married me for his religion, not because he truly loves me. She's 24, he's 28. I have said a lot of times, I do not think that women need to be getting married this young. We need to be building our lives, having a foundation, and all of that. And our brains are not even fully developed in our early 20s. But so I'm just putting that out there. So she's 24, he's 28. She says, I have I have been married to my husband for 3 years now. So they got married when she was 21. Like I said, a young woman. So they've been married for 3 years now. On the surface, everything seems perfect, nice home, good jobs, and what appears to be a happy marriage. But there's something, but there's something that has been weighing heavily on me, and I don't know how to deal with it anymore. I feel like my husband only wants me for sex and that he married me primarily because of his religious beliefs, even though I don't practice his religion. We come from a community where getting married young and starting a family is not just encouraged, but expected, especially for him. I can't shake the feeling that he chose me because it was the right thing to do according to his faith, rather than because he truly loves me for who I am. Most of our community practice his faith, and I often feel like the odd one out as an atheist. Our relationship often feels shallow and one dimensional. When we spend time together, it usually ends with him wanting sex. It's like physical intimacy is the only form of connection he cares about. If I try to initiate a deeper conversation or suggest spending quality time together in other ways, he seems disinterested or distracted. It makes me feel incredibly lonely and unappreciated. I've tried to talk to him about how I'm feeling, but he either dismisses my concerns or reassures me with vague statements about how much he loves me, but his actions tell a different story. There's a lack of emotional intimacy that leaves me feeling like an object rather than a partner. Sometimes I wonder if he would have married anyone who fit the same criteria, someone who fits the mold of what his religion expects, even if that person doesn't share his faith. I don't practice his religion. And while he knew this before we got married, it feels like he's constantly trying to mold me into the perfect religious wife. This pressure makes me feel like I'm not enough as I am and that my value is tied to how well I can fit into his religious expectation and how available I am for sex. It's starting to wear me down, affecting my self esteem and mental health. I want more than this. I want to feel loved for who I am, to share meaningful conversations, to connect on a deeper level beyond the physical. Is it wrong for me to want more than just fulfilling religious expectations and physical needs? How do I make him understand that I need emotional connection and intimacy? I don't even, I'm sorry, I don't even know if he realizes how much his behavior is hurting me or if he just doesn't care. You are a wife appliance. You are a man's happiness machine. That's it. They look at you as a bang maid. You're here for a purpose, not your humanity. Your humanity doesn't matter within these patriarchal religions. They just don't. You are here to serve a man. You're here to be his his resource to drain you. That is it. If he is not caring about you, your humanity, if you can be picked up, plucked out, and replaced. He does not see you as a human. And if you are not a human, you should, in your mind, you should be like, this is not what I want long term. This type of person, you will never be a person to this type. It's just the way it is. In these religions, women serve a purpose. Women are not a full human that deserves love, support, kindness, and all of that. You're either working as their robot is supposed to work, their appliance is supposed to work, or you get discarded and replaced. That's it. What you're doing, this young woman, what she's doing, she's having thoughts and she thinks that she's entitled to something. Yeah, no, sorry. Okay, now in the comments, it comes out what religion they are or he is. So this person says, Maria says, would y'all try counseling? And then the OP says, I would, both sex and emotional. He's very against it because of his faith. He would rather see his bishop. And I know what the bishop will say. And then this person says, honestly, considering getting out there, getting out of there. If he doesn't want to see a professional and wants to instead go to a religious zealot, there's no fixing this without you just being a trophy wife that gets pressured into something you clearly don't want. And if you do, be careful how you leave. And then Mary E. Friendly says, oh, for F's sake, you married a Mormon. Honey, no. You're never going to get what you want from a marriage to a Mormon. I think you know that deep down. Marriage counseling isn't going to help anything. He won't suddenly develop feelings for you, and your relationship is always going to be the way it is now. He will force his religion on you, and any children you have, he's been taught his entire life that women are subservient to a man's needs. Is this the kind of life you want? Get out of that marriage, leave that community. Mormons are toxic. Dan.ca says, divorce, you married for the wrong reason. Libra says, please don't bring any children into this until you are sure you want to stay. Leaving will be easier if there aren't children involved. Make sure you use birth control. This person says, the Mormons. Bright AD says, if he's mainstream Mormon, they will pay for counseling. The OP says, not with a secular therapist. Anyways, don't get counseling with this person. They will learn how to mask how they really feel, and they will learn the verbiage to placate you. This person does not need to have babies with this man. This will only trap her in this community even more. This is a terrible, terrible plan. If you are atheist or agnostic, do not get with these religious people, these religious cult type of people. It is not good. And like I said, babies will only anchor you into their religion. Absolutely not. Don't do this. Anyways, jump in the comments. Let me know what you think about this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. This screenshot was posted in my BurbNBougie subreddit, and we need to talk about this. So this woman in this video, she posted a video of her eating some food, and she must have been enjoying herself. I don't know, but she's eating some food. And this man, Max the First, made the comment, I hate seeing a woman eat food that she didn't cook. Think about that. This woman went to work, made some money, and was able to go out and enjoy some food, maybe by herself, I'm not sure. But this man, who is a random man, sees this woman not being in service to somebody else, not slaving away for someone else, even herself. She's not in service to a man, and he just hates it. Think about that. Okay, so the person who posted this captioned it with, women can't even eat food at a restaurant. I saw a lady talking about this on YouTube. I don't have TikTok, but she mentioned he made a post about it saying women getting clout off of his comment and he won't hate women. She didn't post his response. Men are seriously miserable. I did not see this. I would have loved to see him making this post and what some of the comments were. I've literally been busy. So if anybody has actually seen the actual post where he posted this, that would be helpful to send it to me. Because it is really weird that women, especially Black women, out here enjoying themselves, taking trips, having a brunch, enjoying themselves with friends, It is so weird to get these comments, but that is because when women are not being used up for our time, energy, and resources, a man feels aggrieved because women are supposed to be of service to them. Like a post from yesterday says, women are men's happiness machines. We're supposed to be in service of them, not for our own benefit. And we're going to keep pulling this out because we're going to keep glowing, keep doing things for ourselves, keep rejuvenating ourselves, and they're going to keep being mad. Jasmine says, that's so effing weird. That is so effing weird, man. Like, what has to go wrong in a person's brain to even have an opinion on a woman eating food like a normal person in a restaurant? If this is all it takes to piss some loser misogynist off, then catch me eating any and all of my takeout in the restaurant or in public from now on. Yeah, let's just start taking photos of ourselves, being happy, being refreshed, doing our skincare routine. Let's start taking all of the pictures. Orthosis says they hate to see women doing anything. Outrageous ad says they hate to see women doing anything but serve a man and last for eternity. It's like, yep, yep. Icy Hot Voyager says, so we're only allowed to eat food if we make the food? How does that work if we're sick, on vacation, or just too tired that day? I promise you, these men come up with more and more excuses why we can't exist in peace. And then the OP says they hate seeing us happy. Anything we do or have must come from servitude. It's disgusting, and I'm sure he probably can't even cook for himself. Let me know what you think about this one. Definitely jump in the comments, like, comment, share.